Hey guys, welcome back. So this past week we had a family trip to the Keweenaw Peninsula in the UP, or the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. For those not native, we had the pleasure of being able to stop at Prospector's Paradise. We almost went by it just to try to get home a little faster, but it looked it looked kooky enough that it was either going to be really just awful or it was going to be really awesome. And we decided to stop, and we swung in there, and I was inside for 5 minutes, and it was so amazing that I just knew I had to try to, or I had to ask them if they would let me highlight them on my channel. And yeah, they agreed before long, and I am really glad they did. This place is amazing. The owner, Alex, and his grandson, Ryan, and I'm sorry I didn't get Ryan's girlfriend's name, but they were amazing and so hospitable and friendly, and they just really made the place amazing. And I can't tell you enough about it. But for now, let's let Alex tell you about it, and I'll show you some of the shop as we go. Well, I guess let's start with your name. And
It's Alex
okay,
Pagodi,
we're at Prospector's Paradise,
Prospector's Paradise.
and I'm looking around the place, and you clearly didn't start yesterday.
No, I worked in mineral exploration for years, and every time I'd go out, I'd pick up a load of rocks that looked like I could do something with, for gas money. And I never come back empty. And over 30, 40 years of that, I ended up with a huge pile of good rocks.
Yeah. And now I see you also have stuff from around the world, not just here.
That's right. I've been going to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show since 1980.
Oh, really?
Every year, and I've got to know everybody. I buy, trade, and sell it.
Okay.
So I trade for one.
So do you live in the area? I mean, why the shop in Aloes? Is that the name of the town?
Okay. My wife and I are from Crystal Falls, 100 miles from here.
Okay.
And in the 70s, gas was up again really high, jobs were down. So I decided to move to Arizona. I was working for a Bechtel company, and I was a supervisor, and they had a job out in by Sholo, Arizona. So I ended up moving the family there. I went out and looked at it, come back and packed up the family, and we went over there. And we stayed, we're still there. And there's a lot of mining companies in the northern New Mexico. And I got to know them, and they said, they're going to do something up in northern Michigan. They're going to start looking for copper again. So I said, okay. So we went up to our house in Shoal, moved up here. We had that cabin there, and then we stayed longer, and then we had a big tent outside on one property, and then that got, so this building come up for sale, so I ended up buying this, and then being here, different things would happen, with the older places. They'd be selling old equipment or rock or whatever, and then I would try to buy whatever I could and put it in the building to keep the history, from up here. When we bought this property, it was all woods back here, and there was an old Indian burial ground and some graves, and people had been digging some of them up, so we covered them. We stopped that, did metal detect, and then dig down, and there would be.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah. Just anyway, there's a lot more. The vortex, the two streams come together, and when I was working in Mexico, the plant life on top of the ground, a lot of times, especially copper, would go up to the surface. It'd be on you'd see the colors in the bottom of the plants,
Oh, wow.
So you'd know it'd be a good place to prospect.
Like the plants would it pick up the actual ore, or would it just soak it up?
It would pick up the water mixed with the colors from the ore. See, whatever minerals are, those minerals would go up. The plant would suck them up, I guess, and then cover the bases of the plant.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, that was going on back there, and there's a big piece of copper back there. That my wife told me to look around. It's a big hole, so I'm curious about it, but that's as far as it goes. But it's somehow if people with poor circulation will go back and sit there for a while.
Okay.
They
Like
can
a copper bracelet, yeah.
feel the blood start to move.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's some kind of energy. And I thought they were all crazy, you know, and then there's some doctors and people with a background in medicine and you know, professors and that. They says no, that there's actually, they would come here too, so that there's actually something to it. You know?
Oh, really?
So I really don't understand it yet, but it works. People come from all over to walk back the vortex.
Well, I heard some saws earlier.
Yeah.
So do you do actual lapidary work here? I mean, I see the sphere.
We had a whole lapidary shop back there for quite a while, and now I cut some stuff. My grandson's girlfriend is working back there now, doing a little bit polishing and cutting, and a lot of good minerals in here. There's over $1 million inventory
or something.
Pardon?
Is that a piece of mohawkite that I'm seeing there? On the right, on the top of the stove?
Yeah, and there's some silver pieces there, some mohawkite, Mohawkite sometimes has copper with it, sometimes there's a little silver with it, but yeah, that's all my big pieces are gone. I got one big piece in the cabinet there. Yeah.
Well, it's hard to get this little hobby to pay for itself.
Yeah, that's all the places I possibly get all over that. Now this is my gold mine. Right here. This ended up being really awesome. Worked out good.
It's good. It's good to live the dream.
Yeah, it's crazy how it worked out. I'm 84, and I've been doing this since I was, 20-some years old,
right.
Early 20s, and all the monkeying around, which, I'd go out and it was actually fun, running around the mountains, for minerals.
It sounds like fun. I mean, we stopped at the Cliff Mine.
Yeah.
It was just fun just pawing through the stuff that's already been mined.
Sure.
Yeah. I had no idea what I was looking at, most of it.
Well, if it's shiny, looks good, it don't matter what you call it.
Exactly.
Nice looking rock, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to know the name, yeah.
I'll do what I can.
We have one-of-a-kind things from all over that are really valuable.
Yeah, I saw the ocean jasper.
Yeah.
Over there. Yeah, that's a gorgeous chunk.
Yeah, in fact, I don't even know where it is right now. But the malachite in the case
that malachite is something else.
That's a world-class specimen.
Oh, man,
yeah. There's the carved bears up there. Look at here, and it's carved out of jade,
Oh, wow.
Not out of jade, but black petrified wood.
Oh, wow.
And it's not colored. When I was in Tucson, I had some Chinese jade carvers next to me, for years, and they said, we're going to carve you a bear out of black jade. And I thought it was going to be about this big. And 2 years later, they came with that, and their whole family worked on it.
Oh, wow.
Carving that,
That's actual stone.
Oh, yeah, it's one of a kind in the world.
Oh, yeah.
But then they charged me $12,000 for it.
Nice.
But it was really different.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some different things in there.
So Alex continued to show us the rest of the shop. It was, to say the least, amazing. There were so many things to see, so much to take in. It was impossible in one trip. I mean, he gave us a VIP tour of the shop, and there are things that I just didn't have time to see, didn't have a chance, or, I got distracted by other shinies and missed them. But he really does have a whole museum in there of old mining equipment and other pieces, and it was amazing to see. And he even had some old photos in there not these ones, but he has some other photos of mining that we couldn't even show you that because they from by the wishes of the previous owner. And so yeah, there's just the shop goes on and on and on, and it's so amazing. He has specimen pieces, he has worked pieces, just amazing stuff from local and around the world. And because like he said, he's been collecting this stuff for years, and that goes to the Tucson, Arizona mineral show every year. And if you know anything about the whole mineral world, that is the place to get to in February. And he's just been collecting like crazy, and it was just amazing to see. And I honestly, I really had to, as I was out the door, I made sure to get a few purchases, and I really had to be careful not to break my own little piggy bank and what I had to be able to spend. But the amethyst display, I didn't even have a chance to see all of them. I didn't even walk down that aisle, and just piles of petrified wood. And as we were leaving the shop, I was looking around at the rocks he had outside. I mean, once I had my bearings a little more, and there was just a big old pile of petrified wooding sitting outside in front, and I just couldn't believe how much he had. And then the spheres, that onyx sphere was something else, and those amethyst wings, wow. I mean, it was simply amazing. I think he has a piece of lapis lazuli there, sphere too. Yeah, there it is. And he has a whole story that goes with it, and he was an amazing resource for information. As a prospector for I don't know how many years he did that. Like he said, he started in his 20s, and he's 84 now, and he's just picked up so many pieces of unique stuff that you're not going to find without somebody that has some experience in the field. The shop itself, worked pieces were amazing. I'm not I don't usually purchase the work stuff because, well, I prefer to do it myself. But if you're someone that likes to go straight for the end product, that is the place to be. If you like rough, if you like specimen, I can't tell you enough. It's just too amazing. His copper selection was just simply amazing. It's everything you would expect in the UP. Just copper boulders, rough copper, crystallized copper. He had it all. And probably the pièce de la résistance of the whole shop was the single largest Uperlite or sodalite display I have ever seen. You can see he just has bins of fist-sized nodules sitting there. There's a big old boulder of it. I mean, that boulder's bigger than the head, and he's just he has it all over the place. He ended up giving me that stone, and you're going to be seeing me working with that one. He gave me specific instructions on what to do with that one, so you'll be seeing that in the future. And yeah, he he was telling us he slabbed those Uperlites for a local contractor who was building them into shower walls. So it's just amazing the stuff he gets working with and the people he knows. And these Uperlites were so amazing. I was blown away by that display alone. It was just, and that's just one section of a shop. And I think he was also telling us about African masks he had on the wall. I unfortunately I couldn't cover all of the interview in this single video, but he was telling us about those masks and where they came from, and it's just a fun story. If you ever get a chance to get there, if you can get just a little time with Alex, it'll be worth it for you. And then, yeah, I can't talk about this place enough. I was totally surprised. I fell in love with Alex, his grandson, the girlfriend. They were amazing people, incredibly friendly. It was an amazing shop to walk through. And I hope if you ever get a chance when you're cruising up into Keweenaw Peninsula in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, it's right along 41 in Aloes, and just swing in and say hi, and Yeah, you will not be disappointed. I haven't even showed you the whole outside display cases of rough stone he has sitting outside. So, yeah, you got to stop in. You got to see. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.